What's good, everybody? This is Bagman Ejay coming back at you again with another video. And before we get started, I just want to point out something that I've noticed, right? That there's a common trend amongst failed feminists when they can't find an excuse for their behavior. The common go-to is to blame men.
Guys, how did men convince women that sleeping with men in large quantities is feminist? Like, is that not actually just the propaganda evolving? Like, oh yeah, men are horrible and we see you and we see you and we hear you because you're a feminist. But actually what would be more feminist is actually if you just didn't care about any of that and slept with us anyway. You have to reclaim your. But the thing about when you tell people to reclaim their is you don't make them ask why the was it taken from them in the first place.
Huh?
Taking back something that was yours to begin with is not reclaiming. It's justice. Are you serious? Like, standing up for myself should not be powerful. It's just necessary. Like, it's what you do, actually. So women reclaiming their and going on dates with rich guys and having a roster and being a player, whatever. This is not their natural state. They were violated and they're fighting back. And so instead of taking accountability for the fact that they hit us, they're saying, oh, but just come up here with us though. Essentially, if you can't beat them, join them. We have no interest in actually changing or engaging in better behavior, so we will allow you, an oppressed person who we would traditionally treat like the ability to also come up here with us and demean other people, rather than actually just standing 10 toes down and saying, stop taking shit that isn't yours. It's weird. I don't know. It makes sense to me.
Yeah, I imagine it would.
I just want to come on here and be real with y'all for a second.
Okay.
That I know we joke around and kiki on here, but there is a part of the single life where, it's not all glitz and glam and whatever.
Fair enough.
At times, sometimes, not all the time, this shit is very frustrating. It gets annoying, especially if you think you found someone and it's not your person, and then you have to put yourself back out there, be vulnerable again. It is annoying. It is frustrating. Sometimes you want to break your damn phone. You want to delete the apps. You want to block the numbers.
Okay.
You just don't want to do it because, especially if you've been single for a long time, I'm tired. I'm tired.
You know what amazes me, man? How these girls come online and tell their little stories all over TikTok, pretty much just begging for attention, because we all know that if you are a somewhat attractive looking female, you have a whole bunch of people, satellites, if you will, rotating in your orbit. I bet you this chick got 30 bodies in the friend zone right now. But for one reason or another, they gave her the ick, so she ain't paying them no attention. That's pretty much how these situations work.
So this woman lost out on what could potentially been a really good man in her life. You know why? Because they had known each other for a week. He had been sweet and kind to her, taking her out on dates. And he asked her, hey, can you drop me off at the airport? After knowing each other for a full week. And that gave her the ick. You can see the icky face that she has right here. Now, ma'am, I'm going to tell you something. Dropping someone that you actually like, that you're interested in, off at the airport is an honor. You get to spend more time with them. You get to be there for them, doing a process in their life. The selfishness of women today and what they expect on dates compared to that selfishness is breathtaking. The selfishness is breathtaking. It literally takes your breath away because they expect everything given to them, everything done for them, for men to jump through hoops and go through life just pining for them. And they can't do something as simple as drop a guy that's taking them out on dates, spending money on them, spending time on them, putting in effort. Can't do something as simple as dropping them off at the airport. And the comments on this video, moving so you can see her, makes it even worse.
If you met the guy and you've been talking to him for a whole week and everything seems like it's on the up and up, he didn't ask you for money. He asked you for a ride somewhere. Just a freaking ride. And then you get the ick with that? So that's strange, man. That's real strange to me. I think people need to stay off of social media and TikTok. These places go ahead and fill your brains with have you looking at things unrealistically, man. To me, it screams the chick that wasn't really interested. Plain and simple. And in that case, if you wasn't really interested, why spend a whole week getting to know the guy? All right, guys, up next, we got a bad bee in the broke van. Let's go.
I am 41 years old, single, without kids, living in a van. outside my mom's house. But I'm on the next chapter of my life. I'm currently building a tiny home next door.
Tiny home.
Like literally next door to my mom. This is my tiny home I'm building. And it's literally next door to my mom's house.
Okay, whatever happened to all those inflated standards that a lot of you ladies have? I am the table, but your table happens to be a picnic bench outside of your mom's house. Got it. Okay, okay, okay. And you know what? No one is going to have the audacity to call her dusty, a scrub. Let's just call a spade a spade. This woman is clearly someone who has squandered multiple opportunities, right? In the name of being strong, independent, and not needing a man. But you need the land that your mom lives on.
The reason why men ultimately have to make the final decision is because when it's all said and done, whatever happens is going to be the man's fault. If things go well, it's because both of you did it together. If things go poorly, nobody's going to be looking at the wife to go, why did this not work out? They will look to the husband. They will look to the man and go, how did you allow this to happen to your family? This is your fault. And if that's going to happen, if the blame will be placed on the man, the leader of the family, of the household, of the relationship, then ultimately that person has to be the one to make the final decision.
Well said, my guy, because you know, like I know, that old buddy is speaking nothing but facts, right? Nothing but facts. Because if everything goes wrong in you, like for example, everything goes wrong in your marriage, they're gonna be like, well, it's the husband's fault. Maybe he wasn't doing this right. Maybe he wasn't doing that right. If I'm gonna get blamed for it, then I might as well go ahead and have control over the situation.
Oh, I'm wearing this wig because I'm protecting my hair. What are you protecting your hair from? I can't have my hair out. Why? Why can't you have your hair out? And also, like, when is the moment that you do have your hair out? Because really and truly, like, you've been doing protective hairstyles for 45 years. When does your hair come out? And this is not to say that protective hairstyles are bad. They're not.
Facts.
And like, I'm talking to myself as well. Like, there was a time where I just wouldn't have my hair out. I was like, oh, I'm protecting it. Oh, I don't want to damage it. Oh, I don't want to do this. And it's like, let your hair be out if you want it to be out. If you want to silk press it. Like, let your hair be free.
Baby girl, you spitting some facts, but we're not gonna pretend like we don't see that little thing in your hair. Right there.
Like, what are you protecting it from? Like, who are you protecting it from?
Right there. Still making good points. But I know y'all see that, right? I know y'all see it. Still good points, though.
From, do you know what I mean? And now, instead of getting braids, we're doing braided wigs. Why? Why are you doing braided wigs? What's going on?
You're doing a protected hairstyle to protect your hair from the protective hairstyle. In today's episode of Y'all Niggas Wildin'.
I think it's safe to say that Broly needs a new nickname, and his name should be B. Diddy. Because, dog, what is this Broly card? Demonic playtime? This dude Gohan's taking back shots of devastation. He's getting annihilated. Bro, what is that? Like, this Broly right here is off of 20 packs of Broly Boost. If it gets you a Broly Boost activated, you're getting plowed.
First things first, man. What is seen cannot be unseen, and it does look like that. And I think that was the intention with the name, but here's the problem, right? Of all the years that I used to watch these cartoons when I was younger and whatnot, I never see this type of stuff. What is going on with the minds of these young cats to where when they go back and look at the stuff that we grew up on, man, they spot all this stuff. And they don't be wrong. It do look like that. I guess we was more innocent or something back in the day, man, because we didn't see it.